What's the best way to get started making video for your real estate business? And frankly, if you're watching this video, you know you should have started a long time ago, but hey, kudos to trying to figure it out now. And when I talk about video, by the way, that could be long form videos on YouTube or your website. It could be short form videos in the form of YouTube stories or reels or TikToks or any of those different formats. The point is, this is a way to convey a narrative story and give great information with a little more context than some of y'all who want to write knowing the public doesn't read. So with that being said, I got started in video during the Great Recession because I had a need that only video could help me with. So why don't you time travel with me back to the Great Recession? If you were in the business, that means you're probably feeling a little PTSD right now. I know I feel it too every time I think back to that era. There was so much changing. There were short sales to learn about. There were foreclosures happening that was just completely insane. Buyers weren't buying and sellers were trying to sell while the market was going down. We were reducing all the time on the price side and everything just felt completely upended. Well, when markets do that, a very savvy business owner, especially in real estate, gets busy with education. You go learn the things you didn't have to know prior. Well, I had dialed in very quickly to learn short sales because I saw the need in my marketplace, and I also got busy learning foreclosures, but primarily I worked on the short sale side. Now, what you should know is that a short sale is a situation where a seller owns a house that has an outstanding mortgage. The outstanding mortgage is higher than the value of the house. So if you're wondering if short sales are coming back in today's market, we're just not seeing that much likelihood of it because the markets have gone up so much. During the Great Recession, the markets had declined and the houses were the high water mark. The market had gone below that. Now, it could happen house by house, but not the great swaths that we saw back in 07, 08, 09, 10, and 11. So when a seller owed this much and the house was worth this much, it was the job of the real estate pro and the seller working together to go to the bank and say, hey bank, what's up? Will you take market value for the house instead of the mortgage value? The banks then had a decision to make. Do we go ahead and work with this seller and take less than we're owed? Or do we let them go down the rabbit hole and end up with a foreclosure asset that, by the way, is probably worth what the market was then or even lower because of condition? Short sales were a time frame nightmare, could take 3 months, 6 months, 12 months to work with the bank. They were a paperwork boondoggle. I mean, you're talking reams of paper submitted multiple times because it was just a mess. Now, in any big bank, you had the short sale department over here and the foreclosure department was over here. And ne'er the twain shall meet. They did not talk to one another. They were definitely in two different silos. And remember this, if somebody was looking to do a short sale, they were probably delinquent on their payments, which meant that while they were trying to get the house out from under them in a short sale, the bank was simultaneously processing it as a foreclosure. So you had a huge time pressure in trying to manage this between two departments not talking to each other with a human on this side who's actually trying to minimize the loss to the bank. Well, at this particular moment, and I think it was 09, I can't remember exactly because I'm medium-aged. I had a client that we represented on the short sale. We got it through. The bank approved the number and everything got finished up. However, the short sale department did not talk to the foreclosure department. So the buyers of the house, who were represented by a wonderful realtor, because hey, those are the best transactions, two different agents working together for good, they had moved into the house. 1 week after they moved in, y'all, the bank's foreclosure specialist showed up. And when I say foreclosure specialist, I mean the trash out crew, which is usually packing heat, and they've got their big trucks because they're there to get all the stuff out of the house, rekey it, and take it over. But they were showing up at the house that had already closed and the new buyers were in it and the bank had said yes to all of this. The buyers were home. These armed men show up at the door. They panicked. And then the armed men went away because they knew something was up. These buyers called their agent. Their agent called me and said, what in the Sam Hill is going on? And I said, oh, I don't have the faintest idea. So I tried to call the bank, which was Bank of America. I can call this out because it's a true story. And I couldn't get a soul on the phone. I know you're shocked and surprised. Put your shocked face on. And I went trying to find somebody who could help these folks so that we could get that house out of this system and then they could stay at home and relax and unpack and then actually feel safe leaving their house where people weren't going to come throw all their belongings out and change the locks. Couldn't get anybody to answer. So I used video as my last resort. I had an agent in my office come hold the camera. I put it in black and white format because I thought that would look very dramatic. And I had her hold it, and I went to ranting about what had gone on and the fact that Bank of America had gotten so big that they were going to let a human's life get completely upended. Well, if you didn't know this, there are people inside almost every company who scour the interwebs looking for videos they need to respond to. Bank of America called me within an hour of posting this video because they could see that it was gaining traction and asked what was going on. And we talked our way through it and tried to figure out how we could handle this. I connected them to the buyer's agent so they could have access, and the problem got solved. I don't know that it wouldn't have gotten solved without a video moment on YouTube. But I do know this shortened the time frame. And that was a good thing for the consumer and for the other agent, and frankly, for all of our communities. It was my first time going viral, and that was obviously a long time before the real social networks got big, and it landed on CNBC as the best bank rant ever. Oh, I was so excited and proud and did not have the faintest idea what was going to happen. Well, then my phone started to ring because there were other people out there that were looking for somebody who could help, somebody who would advocate for them and who would be a bulldog without being a bully, which is one of the reasons people hire great realtors. They want you to work hard, but they don't want you to be ugly about it. I wasn't ugly. I did not cuss. I was very proud of myself. And so at that time, I had a big wake-up moment to how impactful video could be. However, like many of y'all, I was busy doing other things, and it didn't become a disciplined practice. For your video strategy to actually work for the long haul, you're going to have to get disciplined about it, organized about it, and actually have a plan. Which, if you follow my channels, you know that I do have a lot of plans for video and a lot of content strategies going on, which of course, I do have a course you can buy, and it's available. You could also just watch all my content and put your own together, but hey, you do you, boo. Figure out your best plan. So I'm going to go back to answering exactly how you can create this. Some of y'all, in listening to my story, were thinking about something else that happened in your business that you would like the world to know about. The way that something was handled, something that went sideways, that there were better solutions for. Because in real estate, we all wind up with an entire book full of stories. So land on the one and then start talking. All you have to do is turn your camera on and hit record. Now, here's the coolest thing that's happened since the Great Recession. We have all these little technology tools now that will help you out a ton. And y'all know, I think AI is of the devil. It is not my friend, but there is this one AI program that I don't mind. Fine, I admit it. It's called Opus, OPUS.ai. And if you give a long video to Opus, it will slice it and dice it into short form videos for you. So it could be that you just start telling a story and the AI can help you package it correctly so that you have multiple pieces of content from one story. That's one of the secrets to creating good reels and good TikToks, is to put everything into one long video and then go back and break it up. You don't have to be thinking in 30-second spurts, because for some of y'all, you're no better at 30-second spurts than I am. I'm long-winded, I know it, but AI can help with that because the content comes from you. The content's not coming from AI. That's the place I think it's helpful, when it's a tool that works with the humanity you already have and the information that you've gathered and your experience, and then allows you to repackage that for the internet. Now, what you want to think about here is, with that internet strategy and that content strategy, look at your business. Who do you serve? If you're serving 25-year-olds because you're a young realtor who's hanging out over here with the medium age, hey friends, you're going to provide different information than I am as a medium-aged agent. If you specialize in an urban market, your content will look different than the content from a suburban market or a rural market. I want you to think about how your information applies very specifically to the macro market you serve. Not just geographical, but the age range of your clientele, the types of loans that they get, or if they're cash buyers. And then start thinking about some of the really intimate things about your market that are unique. I'm in North Carolina. We have a high rate of damage by termites. And if my clients go on the internet and look that up, they see the ones in Australia, which will destroy a structure in like 5 minutes and make it a pile of dust. That's not the termites we have here. And you might be in a part of the country where you don't have a lot of issues with wood destroying insects. That's cool. Talk about what you do have. Video is such an amazing tool because when people watch it, they feel like they know you. They can see your eyes, they can hear your voice, they can gauge if you're genuine or not. And that is one of the keys to a sustainable business over time. It's not the information, it's you delivering the information. It's not the transaction, it's you helping shepherd the transaction. And if there's anything we know about the world today, people crave connection. So think about your stories, think about your market, and then just start talking. Let the AI help if you want to, but the power, it's already there.